Oh, hello. My name is Michael the Hebrew Hammer Brown. Is this even? I can't tell if this is even. I think this side's not even.
Your head.
Look at that. It doesn't look.
Your head's crooked.
It doesn't look even.
It looks even.
I don't think it's even. We're gonna have to revisit that after the show.
It's the best day of my life.
See, why do you have to be so
cute?
No.
Funny?
It just doesn't look right.
Stylish?
Yeah, we'll revisit it. My name is Michael the Hebrew Hammer Brown, episode 164 of Beer, the Sports, and
the whatever.
I am joined by Lewis Pops Brown for your weekly visit. What the hell are you wearing?
Well, in honor of you and ME, I am wearing my You're Killing Me Smalls Las Vegas shirt, along with, besides the Astros, my only team that won last week. So,
hey, mazel tov, you beat Rice, so that's pretty cool.
As did you.
Well, mazel to both of us.
That's right.
This week's drink of the week, we are going to drink a Truly's together. Pops, have you ever had a Truly's?
Michael, I scarf them down like there's no tomorrow. Me and Chamillionaire love Truly's.
Yeah, can you try that on the show? Tell me what you think.
L'chaim.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's good.
Yeah, that's good. There is no coaster up here, so
yeah, there is.
There's no coaster. Don't lie to Mom. There's no coaster.
Not a coaster, but we have a piece of paper turned.
Well, we can't turn it on the piece of paper. I spent 12 minutes on this today. Doing show prep. Listen, we have an absolutely packed show. If you are tuning in, this is the most interactive podcast in the city of Houston, where we talk about beer, we talk about sports, and we talk about
whatever.
Stop doing that. It's weird. I mean, I kind of like it though. But yeah, this side definitely.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying it's not even. We gotta even it up after.
Okay.
Let's talk a little Houston Astros to start the show. Mike Fiers is a little rat. You know what? Came out today that he is avoiding the Houston Astros for the second straight. Actually, he hasn't pitched against the Houston Astros since he came out as a rat. A rat came out against his team, and I have so much more respect for somebody if they want to rat on somebody.
Then face the music.
And the thing is, like, right, if you're gonna talk, then like be a man about it and be like, look, they cheated. Then go out on the mound and throw 7 scoreless innings and shut that team and their fan base up. But that's not what he's done. He's basically come out. He ratted against his team, refused to give the ring back, refused to give back the money that he made from that World Series run. And then he just avoids the team at all costs. Like he just so happens to be hurt every time it's his time to pitch.
Agreed.
Like if you're going to be this dude, then be the dude. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not a big Fiers fan.
No, I mean, why would you be? There's nothing about that guy that you can look at. He's not a role model for kids. Like, what are you, if you're a parent, how do you look at him and say, you know what? I want my kid to be like that. I want him to rat on his teammates. And you know what? We get it. They cheated. He blew the whistle, yada, yada, yada. But be a grown man and go out there and actually have the cojones to pitch against the team. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed. Well put.
And the fact is that he's with the Oakland A's, which makes it even worse for me because I hate the Oakland Athletics. Like everything about me hates the Oakland Athletics. There's not a good thing you can look to and say, wow.
They have a good tradition. Not in your lifetime, but back in the 70s, they had a fun team to watch.
And the mothership puts it best. Fiers got caught messaging a 17-year-old, not a guy to listen to. Facts at ATB_network, the official home of the Beer Sports Whatever podcast. The Astros magic number is down to 4. So the question is, when we win the division, because you and I both know either you or I and significant others of ours, go ahead and cover your ears, we are going to be running to either Dick's or Academy or Lids. And I mean, like what it almost feels like we're used to just winning the division at this point. But like, are you going to get a hat?
I don't want to be that guy that is just content, like Texans fans, of winning the division.
Right.
Now, if they go to the series, I might partake in a hat.
See, I think we have to go with the hat with the postseason logo on it because we have like 4 years in a row of that. You do have to get the shirt, but my question is, do you get a postseason towel?
No.
Do you get a postseason pencil holder?
I do not.
Do you get a postseason magnet for the fridge?
If they're on sale.
Do you get a postseason? You know what I love? I've got 3 years of the hoodies. Remember the hoodies? Like, my God. I mean, shout out to Amanda Myers, because that's the only way I can pay my mortgage is by the very polite discount that I do get from one good friend of the show, Amanda Myers. But I think you got to go hat, you got to go hoodie. Because today it dipped below 80 degrees for the first time, and the entire city of Houston has gone out in their cardigans and their
boots,
their snow boots.
And their snugs, the boots that they wear.
Yeah, like in what city can you go in 7 days, go from a hurricane to autumn?
You know what? I can't think of one.
Okay. I need you to step your game up here. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking here.
Okay.
Look,
here's the bottom line. The Astros, I get it. They're playing competition that is out of the race. They're using rookies, but this team is mashing. And I'm going to tell you, Jose Siri, I don't know where he came from.
Need a jersey.
This guy's a man.
Yeah.
He should be starting.
Where do you start him?
In center.
Not over McCormick. You got to start McCormick. The thing is, they're talking about is look, Jose Siri is the truth. Like, that dude. I mean, I was walking out of Academy today, and somebody thought I was Jose Siri.
How do you not?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's very comparable.
Yes.
This team's mashing right now, dude. Like, they're clicking us in Toronto. Now, the real question is, do you go for the first overall seed? If you go for the first overall seed in the AL, you may have to match up with Toronto. I don't want any part
I think
of
you
Toronto
end up with
right
the
now.
White Sox that are not playing that great.
Yeah.
And they haven't played well since the All-Star break.
Yeah, they've played crap ball since the All-Star break. But of the two teams, and we want to hear from y'all, between Toronto and Chicago, I want to see Chicago every day of the week.
Absolutely. Toronto's lineup is just banging. Those guys are good.
No, they are very, very good. I miss George Springer. Like, at this point, do you feel like they re-signed Correa?
Yes.
I don't think Click will. For people who are new to the show or who don't know who James Click is, he's the general manager of the Astros. He comes from the Tampa Bay school of management. And the thing about it, they don't sign guys to major deals. They play cheap ball. So if it was up to him, I don't think they re-signed Correa. I don't think you can afford to lose Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa, to me, is a guy you cannot
Why
lose.
wouldn't you sign him?
Because he's going to want too much money.
Okay, you got Verlander coming off the books. There's some ridiculous amount right there.
Right.
Okay, you can get rid of most of the bullpen. Okay, Brantley, I think you have for another year.
Yep.
Yuli, I think
Greinke comes off the books.
Is it this year or next year? I think Greinke's got another year.
I think he's out after this season.
One can only hope.
But here's the thing. You know what? You know what they're missing in the one thing I look at with this team? First of all, injuries will slow them down. The starting pitching scares the ever-living hell out of me.
Well, it's not a good lot. It's not
good. It's
not what we're used to with.
But they're adequate. Like,
Verlander, Cole, McCullers. You could put you in there as the fourth starter.
Well, I mean, I had a hell of a curveball.
Well, you did.
Thank you very
Until
much.
You got hurt.
No, thank you. No, but I'm just saying, like, you look at this lineup. Like, good luck against the lineup. If you're going out there and you're throwing, what's his name?
McCullers?
No. In the lineup, Maldonado, Bregman, Correa, Altuve, Gurriel, Brantley,
Alvarez.
Well, I'm going position.
Tucker.
Brantley, Tucker, McCormick or Siri, and then Jordan. Like, that team can score 7 or 8 runs. And dear friend of the show, Brent Burff makes a great point that Tampa Bay is good. We haven't even talked about Tampa Bay.
Bay is probably the best team in baseball as of right now.
Tampa Bay, but the thing is, it's like if you match up with Tampa Bay in the ALCS, fine. Like, this team, though, like, it feels like to me, I hate setting expectations because if you're playing into October and you're giving your fan base legitimate baseball to watch up until middle of October, end of October, I think you've done your job for the most part. Most would say. I wouldn't say that. This team, I don't want to say it's World Series or bust, but it's basically World Series or bust.
It is World Series or bust, especially when you got these guys who've been around a while. Like I said, I think Tampa Bay right now is playing the best baseball in either league.
Yep.
I would like to avoid them till the ALCS if possible.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. moving to some Rockets before we talk picks, because you actually did fairly well last week. You've upped your record to 24-20. I don't know why you have Martin Van Buren pulled up on your phone.
Because I'm getting ready for the end
Okay,
of the
we
show.
actually do have a new segment this week that I'm actually very, very excited about. Yeah, I'm happy for you. The Philadelphia 76ers are a dumpster fire right now with Ben Simmons. Make sure to catch tonight's episode of The Dream Take on Spotify Green Room, where we're going to talk all things Houston Rockets, myself and Ray Lucas for The Dream Shake.
Ray Lucas.
No, Ray Lucas. No, Raymond Lucas out of Washington. Do you want Ben Simmons if you're the Rockets?
Okay, you let me answer?
Yeah, if you tone down the attitude a little bit, yeah.
Here's my feelings with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, all bridges are burned, okay? Ben Simmons is what I thought he would be. When he came out of LSU, I couldn't understand how is this guy the first pick. Good defensive player, but he's not a great shooter. He's not a good shooter, but he can score around the basket. He's a great rebounder. I got to tell you, if we could somehow get him and get Wall and House out of here and pick up Simmons and maybe like a Thibault, somebody like
Tyrese Maxey.
I don't think you're going to get Maxey because I think Maxey would be slotted to start.
Right.
You look at a lineup, once again, a rebuilding lineup of Simmons, Wood, Tate, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green.
That's fun.
That's a fun, and Simmons wouldn't have to carry this team. He could run the break. He could finish at the basket.
Yep.
And nobody's going to worry about him shooting threes.
No, I don't think so. I think if the right deal presents itself, I think you absolutely go get him.
I do it, absolutely.
I just in today's, I'm interested to hear what you think and what Brent thinks. And I think people like myself and Austin are a part of a dying breed of everybody's life right now lives on social media, and there's all these rumors and there's all these, where is he going to go? What was said? Did he say this to the coaching staff? People can just throw out in 140 characters or less, how they're, what they think happened or what they anticipate happening. This kid is 25 years old. Does he have a bad contract? Yeah. Welcome to, 100 other guys in the league have bad contracts.
Yes, they do.
He's still a defensive player of the year. He's an all NBA player, and he does everything well besides shoot the ball.
And if he came here, like I said, the pressure would not be on him.
Right.
And it's not on him in Philly as much as it is Embiid and Tobias Harris. But I think a change of scenery is sometimes a good thing. And if you play him where he can basically play down low, rebound, block shots, and finish around the rim, this is
right.
Another strong rebuilding piece.
Yeah. And Mitchell asks who wants John Wall. I don't think the question is who wants him. I think there's a lot of teams that want him. They don't want $92 million guaranteed over the next 2 seasons. The Houston Rockets organization is paying the price for an absolutely dumpster fire of a move by Daryl Morey.
Yes.
I mean, it's a terrible move, and it actually would be incredibly ironic if the Rockets did acquire a guy like Ben Simmons, who was so heavily involved in the talks with James Harden, that we end up getting Ben Simmons when we've already traded John Wall or already traded James Harden. I think the Clippers would take him. I think Philly would take him.
I think Philly is a logical place for 2 reasons. First of all,
they need a point guard.
Wall makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
They need a point guard. They need to win now.
Yep.
Wall's got 2 years left on his deal. How many years does Simmons have left? 3, 4?
He's got 4 years left.
From a dollars and cents standpoint, you're getting rid of 4 X's for 2. And Philly, a veteran point guard with Embiid, Tobias Harris, and some of those guys, I think would be a great move.
I don't disagree with you there. Training camp opens next week. Yay? Question mark.
Excited.
I am excited, man. I am excited to get back to Rockets basketball because I mean, outside of our clown show of an owner who wanted $90 for upper deck seats for date night between Mary Elizabeth and I mean, that besides that.
Plus, he still has your cardboard cutout.
He does have my cardboard cutout that I spent $53 on that's autographed by Christian Wood. I am excited. I'm excited, but I'm also a little perturbed. You like that word, perturbed?
Wow.
Like they're going youth movement, but they're not 100% in it yet. You still have Eric Gordon, you still have Daniel House, and you still have John Wall. It's a lot of money locked up in guys on a
House
roster.
makes a nothing.
No, but
he's
nobody's taking up time from the young guys.
What?
Who would you rather have, Daniel House or Kevin Porter or Kenyon Martin Jr. getting minutes? Because they say they play the same position.
Why can't they both get minutes?
I mean, they can, but you're also talking about less minutes for Josh Christopher. You're talking about less minutes for Sengun. You're talking about less minutes for Guy, which is a problem.
I think Wall is the key.
You got to get rid of Wall.
You make a move for Wall and you bring in a Simmons. Let's just say a Simmons. I have no problem with Eric Gordon coming off the bench and being the veteran mentor.
No, absolutely.
Mentor, you like that?
I do. I think it's a great word by you.
Perturbed.
Let's move to Lewis Brown's picks of
pick.
the week, where we will give you absolutely no analysis of any of the players on the field, but we will just go down 20 games, call your bookie. I wouldn't necessarily say to place a huge bet, but it may be a small money line bet where we're just going to pick winners. Okay, Lewis,
that's all I do.
Pops, you are 24-20 on the year. You had actually a really good week last week. No, I'm not surprised. I'm just making a comment. UNLV at Fresno State.
I'm going with Fresno.
Going with Fresno State, number 22 ranked team in the country. Who's your favorite player on Fresno State?
Him.
Okay, bless you. Notre Dame plays Wisconsin at Soldier Field. Big Ten. This is gonna be a smash mouth.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think Wisconsin wins as well. I was not excited by what I saw by Notre Dame last week. Oh, the second most important game of the week. Just kidding. The Texas Tech Red Raiders travel to the University of Texas, and then we are almost back Texas Longhorns.
I'm going with the Longhorns.
You are going to go with the Horns.
I am.
Nebraska at Michigan State.
I'm going with Nebraska. I thought Nebraska played their heart out and could have beaten Oklahoma last week.
Are you impressed with Oklahoma? Because I think Oklahoma sucks.
Well,
I think Spencer Rattler sucks too.
I think Oklahoma has gotten by a couple of teams like the first game of the year.
Yep.
And like Nebraska. But they're still Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're still a clown show. Kansas State at Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Now, let's move to coming off of they're on a 2-game winning streak. Why they're not ranked in the top 25, I don't know.
That's scary.
Coming off of their huge monumental win over Grambling State. Navy is playing at the America's University, the University of Houston.
Oh, for the Cougs.
Yeah, we're going Cougs all day. By the way, I do want to say this. I did this once and I felt like a terrible person. If you heckle the Naval Academy, there's something wrong with you. Like you can't, if it's a Texas OU game and you're sitting, if you're a Horn and you're sitting behind the Sooner bench, you got to heckle them a little bit.
Right.
Okay. If you do that to the Naval Academy, like they're literally going to protect this country after graduating.
You can't do that.
Well, I know I did it once, like for two minutes, and I felt just awful.
Okay.
North Carolina at Georgia Tech.
I'm going with Matt Brown and the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Oregon State at USC.
USC.
Washington State at Utah.
Washington State.
A&M. What is it? Arkansas at A&M?
No, it's in Dallas.
Oh, Arkansas at A&M in Dallas.
I'm going with the Razorbacks.
Oh, we're going. What is it? Whoop
Pig
soup.
soup.
Whoop soup. Pigs. All right, I'm going with
Not
A.
whoop.
I'm going with.
You sound like Austin Barber.
I'm going with A&M. I like A&M. I like A&M in that game.
They're the greatest thing ever.
Panthers at the Texans tomorrow night.
Panthers.
This could get ugly tomorrow night.
Why? Because of
Ravens at the Lions in what is called the most inconspicuously no one cares about game of the week.
Ravens.
Colts at Titans.
Titans.
Chargers at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Let's talk about this Dolphins-Raiders game for 5 seconds.
Aren't you going to that game?
Mary Elizabeth and I are going
Y'all
to
are
the
wearing
game.
your Dolphin gear from head to toe, right?
No, we're not. We're not doing that. But of course, the one game I'm traveling halfway across the country to to go watch my quarterback, our quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, breaks his ribs, and now he's not even going to be playing. Whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. You're a chiropractor.
Pre-med.
Dolphins at the Raiders. What did he say in Animal House? I thought you were pre-law. What's the difference?
I'm going with the Twins, baby. I'm going with two things. Jacoby Brissett is going to be ready. We get Will Fuller back. And I don't care who you got. When you put Fuller, Waddle, Parker, and Gesicki out there, you got a shot to score some points, which we didn't last week.
Buccaneers against the Rams. I'm
going with the Brent. Is Brent watching?
Brent is watching. Yeah, we're live.
You know what? That's a pick'em game. I'm going to go with the hometown Rams. Just, I used to like Roman Gabriel. Not like that.
See, like here's the thing, right? Come on, don't troll job this show. Raiders are not beating the Dolphins by 21 points. That's just not happening. Austin Days 31-10 Raiders. Get out of here. Whoop soup piggy suey, whatever the hell it says. Seahawks at the Vikings. That's a sneaky good game.
It is a sneaky good game.
Packers at the 49ers. That's a good game, too.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Bears at the Browns.
The Browns.
Eagles at the Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Oh, you're taking the Cowboys.
I am.
Okay. Interestingly enough, quick breakdown of tomorrow night's game. The Texans are going to be without half their roster. Carolina's playing really well. No movement on Deshaun Watson. I don't think anything's happening at this point until after the season.
I don't see how the league is holding him hostage. Okay. I don't see how any other team can, in good faith, gut part of their team and their draft choices for a guy who may or may not play.
Are you excited for, if you're a Texans fan, we want to hear from you. Davis Mills tomorrow. I thought he looked okay in Cleveland. Given what he was given, I thought he looked okay. I didn't think he looked terrible.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, he was the quarterback that came in for Tyrod
I was
Taylor.
watching the Pluckers last week.
What did you get at Pluckers?
I got the garlic parmesan.
How many?
10.
What was the side?
Fries.
Did you get ranch?
And blue cheese.
Sweet tea?
Of course. And I had a Heath bar for dinner. It's good.
Disgusting. Ryan wants to know, do the Dolphins almost have to trade for Watson now if Tua misses significant time? It's a good question. There's a lot of layers to it. Ryan, I think if he was going to be suspended, he would have been suspended by now.
Yes, but Ryan, my question is, he's not in football shape.
You don't know that. You're assuming that.
Okay, he's not in football shape.
It'd take him a week or two to get into football shape.
You can't make that. Now, are you asking me at this point, would I make that trade? If you could tell me that he's going to get a hand slap and a fine and he could suit up Sunday, I'm in.
What would you give up for him? Like, would you give up 3 1s for him?
No, absolutely not. Texans are in no position to make a demand for.
They're also in no position to trade him. He's under contract for 4 years.
Well, they are in a position to.
No, they're not.
Why?
Because as much as they're in a position not to ask for anything huge, they also don't have to trade him.
What are you going to do? Just let him sit and rot?
It's like right now they've got a Ferrari sitting in the garage,
right?
But they're driving a Volvo. They can get by driving a Volvo. I mean, Renee Brown drove a Volvo for 17 years before it got driven into the ground.
She can handle that car too, boy. Let me tell you what.
Okay, I don't want to know about that. The Dolphins can ride with Brissett for the year. There's no problem with that. The question is, what do they move? What do they trade? Like, I would give up 2 1s, 2 2s, and Tua. I would do that deal. Would you do that deal? From a football perspective only. We're not getting into. We are cutting this black and white. I'm talking about football player Deshaun Watson. Do you do 2 1s?
Are you talking about that both are available to play and eligible to play?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you do that deal. If it starts turning into 3 1s, then
no.
That's a lot. That's a lot to trade.
The Texans are not in a position of power.
That's true. That's fair. We are going to move to a brand new segment here at Beer Sports. Remember, every time you're on the show, we are going to do a segment called This or That. I'm going to ask you a question. Who would you prefer, or what would you prefer between two options? 5 questions. You can choose to expand on them as much as you want. I'm going to give you this platform because I feel like this is the miscellaneous part of the show. So welcome to a first edition of This or That. Dad, who was a better president, Martin Van Buren or William Henry Harrison?
Well, let me tell you something.
Yes.
MVB, Martin Van Buren,
Okay.
was not only the 8th president,
Okay.
he was also a lawyer. Did you know that?
Yeah, they had nothing else to do back then except be in wars or be a lawyer.
And you know his vice president was Richard Mentor Johnson. So,
Okay.
and did you know? Oh, a lot of people. Okay, I can't wait to see the response. He was one of the founders of the Democratic Party.
Okay.
So
answer the question, Martin.
He was also the 9th governor ever of New York.
Okay.
So
who would you rather? Who is your favorite president? Do you prefer Martin Van Buren or William Henry Harrison?
Martin Van Buren.
Okay, Martin Van Buren. See, we learn more about you as time goes on. The second question of This
if Austin
or That.
would get me a Martin Van Buren T-shirt, I'd wear it on the show.
Do you prefer oat milk or almond milk?
Okay, both make me want to vomit. Okay, so
No, you have to. No. Come on.
No, I'm
you have to tell.
oat. What is oat milk?
Oat milk or almond milk? Which do you prefer and why?
Okay, I'm gonna go with almond milk.
Okay.
With Bosco.
What is Bosco?
Bosco is a chocolate syrup.
No, you cannot change. You can't enhance the milk. Like if you were
almond milk.
Okay. Kale or broccolini?
What is broccolini? What does that mean?
I looked it up. It's an actual thing. It's broccolini. It's a vegetable.
I'm going with broccolini.
Over kale?
Kale is nasty.
When was the last time you had kale?
That would be never.
Okay, so how do you know?
Well, no, I
You
take
can't
that
just
back.
say it's nasty.
One of my consultants, when I meet him for lunch, he makes me go eat this place where there's like this big, like you could take a bath in it, this big bowl of broth, and it's got kale and meat chunk and everything like that. So.
Oh, for like pho. Like pho. You ever had pho?
Excuse me?
Pho. It's like a soup.
It's a broth, yes.
Okay.
So I've had FUD, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
If you had to choose to be a professional athlete in either one of these sports, which would you choose and why? Professional power walker or a professional shuffleboard player?
Oh, let me tell you something.
Yes.
I owned the shuffleball courts.
It's not shuffleball. It's shuffleboard.
Well, that's what I said.
You said shuffleball.
Shuffleboard. I owned those courts back then.
Where? When?
In Hollywood.
Why were you playing shuffleboard at what age?
I used to play, with things and
Wait. What? How old were you?
like 8 or 9.
You were playing shuffleboard at 9.
You could go to like any of the hot hotels like the Diplomat and they had shuffleboard courts out
You're
there.
9. Why are you going to the Diplomat? That's not like a place you take a hooker.
The Diplomat was a place that you used to be able to go swim. And I saw the Rat Pack there one night.
Who's the Rat Pack?
Well, I was sitting there with my dad and my mom, and in walks these big security-looking guards. Back then, they wore black suits, white shirts, black ties.
Okay.
And that's the Rat Pack right over there.
Okay. Dean Martin.
Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop.
Okay. Double stuffed Oreos or oatmeal cream pies? Okay, can you not have fun with yourself under the table? Jesus Christ.
My hands are above here.
Okay.
I'm going to go with some oatmeal cream pies. The kind in the little packages, right? Those are good.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on in the chat right now, but Austin just said, I'd rather drag my balls across hot coals than share my meal with Mike. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just weird. All right, so the owner of the Minnesota...
How hot are the coals, though?
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. So today, the Minnesota Timberwolves fired their president of basketball operation, Gerson Rosas. I know no one knows who that is for the most part. But it brings up a weird question. What is your weirdest getting released or getting fired story?
Bum Phillips getting fired on.
No, you, Lewis Brown, when you got fired or got like released from a job.
Me, I've never been released from a job.
Really?
Yeah, I've had to release people from a job. I've had to fire 2 employees when I used to work at Foley's because one late night I caught them in the fitting room.
Doing what?
They weren't, well, they were fitting, but, you know.
They were fitting each other? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, two employees were in there like about 8:45. This was when Foley's was downtown and we're open Mondays and Thursday nights.
Okay.
And I caught them in there just doing stuff, you know? Not like double stuff.
Like coloring or like playing canasta or what were they doing?
They were getting, you know, heeing and sheeing.
Heeing and sheeing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had to fire them with this, and I had to bring in security and the store manager, and I had to explain what they were doing.
Okay. It wasn't any weirder when I got released from my recruiting days for 29 days. And the guy calls me in. He sends me an email and he's like, "Hey, I need you to stay late." And I texted you and I said, "Hey, I'm about to get fired." And he said, "Michael, I have something to tell you." And he goes, "I don't think it's working out." And he goes, I said, "Well, it's not, because the best part of this company is playing ping pong after work every day." So that really wasn't good.
No, but in honesty, that
place sucks.
okay, let's not be.
Well, I'm not going to name the place, but the place sucked. It was not fun.
Well, but life isn't fun.
Yeah, but work can be, I feel like. If you work for the right company, you work for the right people, you can have fun. Not as much fun as you. You have more fun than any of us.
I do?
Look at what you're wearing. You wore that to HEB the other day.
Or what?
That hat.
So?
Let's see.
Wait a minute, I don't work at HEB.
Oh, I said when you went to HEB.
Yeah.
All right, this has been episode 164 of Beer Sports Whatever, featuring the legend himself, Lewis Pops Brown. We hope everybody has a great rest of the week.
Wait a minute. Did you know that the Astros are still the 2017 World Series champions?
I did. It is 7:48. That is still the case. OU still sucks.
They do.
I am taking A&M over Arkansas for my boy Austin Barber, who's getting married very, very soon. We get to go to the wedding. We are very excited. I'm a little disappointed he didn't ask us to do like a live podcast from the wedding. Or we could have officiated.
Wait a minute, why can't we?
That's what I'm saying. We should have been able to do that.
Wait a minute, why can't we?
Well, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, right.
What's your favorite wedding song?
To dance to, or like Here Comes the Bride song?
What?
What do you mean my favorite?
What is a Here Comes the Bride song? No. There's one song. There's not like multiple renditions of it.
Well, so what do you mean? What is my favorite?
Like,
song?
what's your like? You're sitting at the table, right? You're sipping on a Diet Coke, eating your chicken breast, and you hear a DJ play a song, and you're like, "All right, it's time to get funky. It's time to get down." Like, what song gets you up and moving?
I can get funky with my beautiful wife, right?
Well, here's the thing. What people don't know is that you only have one dance move.
Oh, that's not true.
It is true. You bite the lip.
I do.
You know that's the case.
I do not.
You 100% know that you do the like you.
I do not have white man overbite. I do not.
You do have white man overbite. It's not a problem. I mean, I'm a better dancer than you, but that's not.
You are.
I'm a much better dancer.
You are.
I'm a great dancer. See, Austin says shout. Shout's a really good one. You know what we should do? You know what we're gonna come out with for this weekend? We're gonna come out with a bracket of wedding songs, best wedding songs. We have to come up with 16 wedding songs. That would be fun.
I'm in.
You got Shout, you got Brick House, you've got Celebration, you got YMCA, you got Cha-Cha Slide.
Jailhouse Rock.
What?
Jailhouse Rock.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Twist and Shout.
No, Jailhouse Rock, no one cares about that
really?
song. Yeah. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that would be out in the first round.
I want to see it.
Sing Jailhouse Rock.
Well,
It's stupid. It's a stupid song.
Okay. Were you just having a seizure?
No, that's what it sounds like.
It does not.
Isn't it?
No.
Ain't no, is the hound dog? You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Same artist.
You ain't nothing.
Somebody help me out here.
No,
Jailhouse
Austin
Rock.
says don't insult the king. No, like I'm gonna insult the king because that song sucks.
Twist and Shout.
Great song.
Great song.
Phenomenal song.
Love Roller Coaster
What?
by the Ohio Players.
No one cares. Roller coaster.
That's a great song. And anything by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
September is a good one.
Great song.
All right, we'll come out with that. And you know what? On next week's show, we will decide the winner. We'll give away a $20 gift card to Barnes & Noble. Do people still go to Barnes & Noble?
You know what, though? I've got some gift cards of places that are closed, so we should probably give those away. Like a Radio Shack gift card.
What? That'd be sort of funny, though. Like we give out like an Albertsons like gift card. Like gift cards to places that are already closed.
Oh, Blockbuster Video.
KB Toys.
Oh, sweet.
Y'all have an absolutely fantastic week. Go Cougs. Hook 'em horns. Gig 'em Ags.
Go Dolphins.
Go Dolphins. Bulls on parade. What? Bulls on parade. Go Texans. Hey, y'all have a great week.